Oh, we can see Hispaniola down here. And Orinoco. The score is obviously not correct. This is from the previous series. But on the right side of the map, we do have, in the color orange, as Japan, loloekie. Loloekie? I'm gonna say loloekie. While his opponent on the left side of the map, playing in the color blue as France, is faulo9. These names are just kind of funny to say. Let's just quickly check the hunts. Why am I looking at Japan's hunts? That doesn't really matter.
French hunts seem to be pretty good. He has 2 hunts that he can herd, and the third one a bit far away, which is surprisingly good for this map actually. And a safe mine in the back.
Hunts are fine. Mines 1, 2.
Mines are fine too.
1, 2.
Well, yeah, the second mine for Japan is in front, but it's not a big deal.
Are you sure mines are fine? Because I think Japan is missing a 4th one. Like, France has 1, 2, 3, 4. Whereas Japan has 1, 2, 3.
Well, yeah, I guess his 4th mine is like on the very top of the map. Yeah, I guess we could restart for that.
Yes.
Faulo taking every possibility he can to beat his opponent.
Okay, so his opponent is like, sure, let's rehost, and the person who is actually missing the mine's like, whatever.
Yeah, right. Well, I don't like loloekie's consulate position actually. He's blocking off his mine. It's very good in my opinion. But I don't think it will matter too much. Usually France versus Japan.
It's a bit awkward. I actually would have preferred it. Oh, oops.
What?
I'm not sure. That flare didn't mean anything, by the way. I think I just misclicked something.
Okay, no problem.
Oh wait, no, never mind. I want to do this. I feel like this would have been a better consulate placement between the mine and the trees there.
Yeah, I think that's a very good placement, but yeah, maybe it's a bit too far from the TC, because after all you want to have it in the TC range.
Possibly. Maybe between these 2 batches of trees then. Just to give it some natural cover.
And if you place like a market on top of that.
Yeah, exactly. And then have like a mini wall for incoming raids. It also gives a nice bit of line of sight. Although I guess this console placement is really nice for line of sight as well.
Yeah, pretty sure. We see Faulo immediately building a trading post on 200 wood start, which is what you should do, which is good.
I also really like that he took this TP as his first one. Because while it's not the most standard thing, Japan sometimes does like getting a single TP. Especially if they predict their opponent to go for some sort of stagecoach boom. And if Japan would take a TP, they probably would want this one. Because this one is extremely far to defend, and this is just whatever is going to be fighting, so you don't want your TP to be there.
Yeah, actually I agree. I think it's a good thing that he picked this TP. Now he's going along the trade route, and just like I said in the previous series, all good treasures on this map are along the trade route, so you should scout.
That's a really nice one.
I think this is like the best treasure on this map that you can take. 150 coin for 3 wolves. Like, there is 90 food for 3 wolves and 150 coin for 3 wolves. What were the developers even thinking? Well,
Then there's also like the sunflowers one, but that's not on this map. But that one also is just ridiculously good for how few guardians it has.
You mean the Great Plains treasure?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but there is an outlaw guy after all, and it's not that easy to take for, it seems like, Japan, but still.
Yeah, for Japan it's a bit annoying, true.
Yeah. Faulo not overchopping wood for building his house, which is not good. I mean, which is good. Loloekie has built his shrine already, which is, he didn't idle his TC that much, as I saw. The shipments standard, heavenly kami and free coerce for respective civilizations.
Yeah, the decks
and
are
yeah,
a bit
just
non-standard, but it's nothing like incredibly huge. Just a couple of card choices that we don't see very often.
well, the Japan deck seems to be pretty standard. The only like interesting thing there is the 300 wood shipment.
Also, the lack of 1000 wood in H3 is
1000 wood.
yes, or in general, a full H3 row is something Japan usually has.
Well, yeah, I think 9 Yuma actually quite valuable. I think 9 Yuma better than 1 key coin in general, or than refrigeration.
Yeah, refrigeration is also not something you see very often in Supremacy.
Yeah, I think we could actually never see it in any tournament game. Maybe only Acer game has sent it because he likes 3D stuff a lot, and I remember he plays a lot of Japan. Yeah, the French deck is also pretty standard. Only Fencing School and Mercenaries are not very standard.
Yeah, Black Riders is not something I generally see in a France deck. The Jaegers I sometimes see though.
Yeah, Jaegers can be good. Quick search map with no food, you can send Jaegers, and that's not bad at all. We can see loloekie has started building his Age of Wonder already. He's building it with one villager, which is okay. What I don't like about loloekie's play actually is that he doesn't have free fishing bows in his deck and that he didn't send them, because in my opinion they're just way better than sending Heavenly Coming.
Oh, he also actually doesn't have the 5 boats in his deck, which I do like on a map like this.
Are you ready? Yes.
As well, but 3 boats really make a difference, I'd say.
Oh, for sure. And we do see that Faulo is going for more TPs here. So at this point, when you are loloekie, and you see that he has taken the second TP because you can see it in the score, I feel like it might be worth it to save up 170 wood to try and deny this TP, because your Explorer was there anyway to try and shrine, and if you can deny this TP, and he is trying to go for some sort of stagecoach play, which it does seem like might be his plan, because he's still chopping a lot of extra wood here. Actually, it's just him collecting his crates, never mind. But he is still chopping some wood here, which you can see, which does mean that he might be going for stagecoach.
Yeah, he researched Gangso, which you don't do unless you chop a lot of wood. Because in general it's not that good to get Gangso just to chop like for steel traps. But he's not going for the other TP. I'm not sure if he forgot about that or if he doesn't want to build it at all. Just sieging this shrine there. No idea why.
Both players starting barracks here and some pike coming out for France, so he obviously just wants to kill some shrines. Which I guess might be why he didn't actually try to deny this TP, because we were talking about earlier, this would be the awkward TP if Japan took it. This one is just in the same place you want to go anyway, because that's where your shrines are. If you go for a TP against the stagecoach plan, you want to TP where you don't also just have a bunch of shrines, because they're going to be sieging that down anyway.
Yeah, right. I agree with you. But usually you don't really care where you place those things, and that's something to be aware of. We see wood shipments from both players. For Japan it is standard, but for France I think Wales would be better maybe.
Oh, he's actually shipping double wood.
Yeah, 600.
Oh, it's because he's going heavy pike. He might be going very heavy bow pike here.
Yeah, he might just go bow pike, but if you go bow pike, usually you just place 2 racks in the beginning, which is kind of weird that he's building it so late.
Ooh, some of the pikes getting pushed off the shrine here. And yeah, we do see 5 crossbows in queue here. Japan is going pure Ashy, it seems, for now.
You start 2 racks if you go bow pike with France, because you want to make 5 pikes from one racks and 5 bows from another racks to siege shrines and harass your opponent at the same time.
Oh, even shipping 8 bows here. Ooh.
Yeah, it's before 4 bills, so he's not playing eco. And he did take the last trading post, so I guess we will see the stagecoach upgrade soon.
Yeah, I hope he is getting stagecoach, because if he's not, he is quite far behind in eco currently, although that will change, of course, once he starts sieging down some of these shrines. And these bows have to be really careful, because Ashies actually deal very well with crossbows, unless you get a big mass of them out.
Yeah, no idea why he dragged 2 boats away and not the other 2, which is strange. Double 4 will for Japan, which is not how this matchup should go, really. Usually, as Japan, you have to send different aggressive stuff in this matchup to defend against France that is pressuring you, but...
Yeah, if Japan can get away with this, that's actually very good for him.
Yeah, 4 vills for fall, which is... okay, I guess. Time to think about economy after being so aggressive.
I hope that 5
don't
Ashi
like
or
this
5 Yumi is
position.
coming next, because he needs a lot more units here to hold this.
Oh yeah, I think I don't think he even needs that. Honestly, he could just send Ashi attack or something.
Oh, he actually added in a stable and he's getting
fine.
Nagi.
Yeah,
And we did do see that he
he's
did get the
has
3
stable.
fishing boats from the port consulate, so that's very nice pickup. Although it will deny him the Bestiero badge for a while.
yeah. This mine actually blocked quite some crossbowmen, so it was a good positioning after all.
And he did cancel the Nagi actually to get more Ashi out.
Yeah. Which
But
is
I feel
okay
like
because
this is enough Ashi to hold this bow pressure for now, though.
Yeah, the thing is that the France player is not microing his crossbowmen properly. He's not hit and running with them as he should. Just standing and fighting.
I just bumped my
If they stand
microphone,
and
sorry
fight,
for
it
that.
goes to Ashi.
And yeah, most of the bows were actually picked off here by a combination of the Ashi and the TC fire. Regulars coming out as well now. I'm not even sure if these were needed, but I guess he wants to conserve some Ashis. And now the entire French pressure is just held.
Yeah.
And we still don't see a
Surprised he didn't
stagecoach.
call me up earlier.
So France is actually
You
quite
don't
far
have
behind in ego.
stagecoach yet?
No, no stagecoach.
Yeah, wow. He really needs stagecoach. That's bad that he didn't get it yet.
I kind of disagree with sending 5 Yumi over 5 Ashi. 5 Yumi is actually a pretty bad shipment because Yumi are worth less than an Ashi resource-wise.
I agree. 5 Ashi are better.
Yeah, and
He
now
sends-
he's also
he makes
slowing down his
like,
infantry actually because he's drag boxing them and the Yumi are only
Yeah.
4 speed as opposed to the 4.5 the Ashi have.
Yeah, but Minutemen are also 4 speed, so it's not not bad, I guess.
Oh yeah, he still has a
He
regular
made
life I
5
suppose.
Nagi. Yeah, he made 5 Nagi, which is good for him in this situation. I think
These
the France
5
player
Nagi
is
should
in
probably be
trouble.
raiding though. Like look at
Well, they
how
don't have
exposed
to.
this is.
Yeah, these are exposed. He didn't hurt to the best of his ability, unfortunately. More Nagi coming in, and now there are more Nagi than pikes. So
Yeah, but he's
he
adding in
just turns
musketeers as
everything.
France, so I think he's fine. I think that as soon as he sees these musketeers being added in, he really needs to split off some of these Nagi and go raiding with them. Like, it's just so good.
Yeah.
It completely
Maybe
negates
it
the
could
French
be.
pressure until he gets scav, because these Nagi cannot be caught unless the French player also gets a stable.
Yeah,
Oh, and we do
right.
see stagecoach coming in now.
Finally, stagecoach.
But I think it's too
now he
late
has to
because now the
put his
TP line
TPs
is
on
actually
food.
under pressure.
Yeah, now he has to put his TPs on food because he doesn't have any more food together, as it seems.
Yeah, and Faulo is trying to go to Fortress here.
Yeah.
But
Well, he's trying to go to Fortress, but for some reason he's sending Eco Theory, which is very questionable against Japan in the middle of the map.
Yeah, that Eco
TPs are
Theory is
barely trying to
basically
snipe
a
down the
3 villager
Ashigaras.
shipment, right?
Well, for him, yeah, for him it's like a free villager shipment, I guess.
With Japan, of course, in this mid-game period, has to ship the 2 cherry orchards and will lose some of its pressure. But at the moment, he just has so
But,
much of it.
Yeah, he has pressure in the middle of the map, he doesn't even care. Japan can now do whatever they want. They can get the Japan consulate, he's building his consulate back up again. Probably he wants to ally himself with Japan to...
France is halfway to
get
Fortress
them
now,
both.
though.
He's halfway to Fortress, but who cares about that when there is Japan in the middle of the map with a giant army?
Yeah, he has a massive army and a really big eco lead, and I really like how he is immediately retaking these TPs.
Yeah, that's a smart play. He might even have the port consulate buff so that these cost 170 wood now.
Yeah, he does. Even if your consulate dies, you still get the passive benefit.
Yeah, that's great. The only thing that Fall can do now is that he can send 2 Falks and make like a bit more units to protect those Falks. And
He's going to need a
only
lot of
victory.
Dragoons to protect those Falcons.
Yeah, he has some pikes and he's making additional pikes, which is questionable because he's already in the next stage.
I don't see him making pikes at the moment. I only see skirmishers in queue. Or did he make some more before? Oh yeah, he did have a stable.
He just made them, like he was making them in transition to the age of.
I guess he was just worried about the massive Nagi army that Japan was amassing. And it seems like Japan will actually follow to Fortress himself.
Yeah, but just look at the bank of the players. You can just compare the bank and say who's winning the game there. Even after loloekie ages up to Fortress, he will still have more resources in his bank than the French players. So
yeah, not just that, but he just stole 2 Stagecoach TPs and already has a massive eco lead.
Yeah, pretty much.
He even has Imperial Bureaucracy.
Eco-Theory will save the game for him, as it was said in the thread on ESO-Community a couple weeks ago.
I'm not convinced that Eco-Theory will save him here. The Japan player has a lot of market upgrades as well. So.
Right?
Sorry, what?
Eco-Theory. And then the Musk upgrades in the Brit Mirror. Don't you know that meme?
No, I don't.
Appeared a couple days ago. Well, then you're not a true ESOC scrub, and you should go read some forums instead of wasting time on casting there.
See guys, Alt F4. I'm gonna go read the forum.
yeah. We see 8 skirms arriving instead of 2 Falks, which I don't like. I think you should send 2 Falks because it is immediate advantage for France. 8 skirm are more long-term shipment compared to Falks.
Yeah,
because
now France has lost all the Stagecoach TPs.
And upgrades his army.
And yeah, he is aging with the Golden Pavilion, so...
Has the advantage. Yeah, he will have 6 additional Yumi and he will get the boost, which is really good. He's making a lot of Yumi now, which is good because he saw the big skirm army when the French player was sieging his trading post, so he knows that he can counter that by going pure Yumi, which is great. Him
he just has to be worried about the eventual Quidasir switch. And he is switching, or has switched rather, to the Japan consulate.
If you look at the bank of the French player, there is no way he can transition into making Quidasirs. He has 200 wood that he can't spend for a long time already. And he has some coin and food trickling in very slowly compared to the Japan player, and Japan player might even go H4.
Yeah, Japan actually has a lot of resources stacked up here. I'm not sure why he's not.
Right, also probably not.
Yeah, he's actually
the Japan player doing the smart thing.
Ooh, 5 Nuggies popping out on the infantry here.
Surrounding the French player. This is very smart play actually. This is what I love to do when I have melee units. You just you have your opponent come to you, then you just surround his army from the back up, and he can't run away anymore, which is very nice against compositions that have to kite. Okay, GG. loloekie taking the first game.
Wow, that was...
That was quite a massacre.
Yeah, for sure. I like how he dealt with the Stagecoach TPs, though. You just have to deny those as soon as you can. He didn't try to, like, move his entire army into the base to try and pick off villagers or something, though. He just, like, very safely sieges these 3 TPs and rebuilds them. Like, even though the France player eventually got one of them down again, it was still pretty worth it. It bought him, like, maybe an extra minute or something to get to Fortress and ship the 5 Nuggies. Yeah, and get his discipline upgrades, of course.
Okay, just waiting for these guys to host up again. The next map is Mendocino. We'll probably see some kind of Stagecoach boom here again. Actually, the French player played okay for his level. Like, if you take a look at him, he is a Master Surgeon, level 17, but I'd say he played like a good PR 22, 23. It wasn't a bad play from him. It might be Snow after all. The Connie Garrick was smurfing the tournament. Damn man, I really need to show you that video about Snow on YouTube. It's like a meme video for the ESO-Community. It's so funny. Okay.
loloekie picks first, right?
Civilization first. What?
loloekie picks first, right?
Yeah, he picks first because he won the first game.
Yeah.
You typed it before I did. Okay, the map is Mendocino. I think it would be safe to pick some civ that can do well with TP's booms, like maybe Port with ATP, or France.
Or when in doubt, just pick
Or
Brits.
Germany. Or you could pick Brits, it's not bad. You could siege TPs of your opponent by playing Colonial, so Brits aren't even a bad pick here, I think.
Ottoman, perhaps. Russia.
Well, not Russia for sure, because this map
Oh?
is quite long. Yeah, he picks France, we see.
I think Russia can do
Ottoman
decent on
could
this
be.
map.
Well, they can, but the thing is that ATP with Russia is not really that viable, because if you go for ATP, the opponent just ages up against you and it's GG, because you can't win his H3 with your Colonial.
No,
Even
not
though
necessarily
in
to go
H3.
ATP, just like I think Russia is a good civ on this map.
Maybe, okay, fine.
Because
Same old,
your fourth hunt and such is generally quite far away.
maybe, okay.
And there is the 5k mine in the middle, and if you block house that and you can mine it empty, that's just really nice.
Yeah, sure. Don't forget to send the 20% gold upgrade in H2 and the 25% gold upgrade in H3 and get amalgamation like either chief does. Yeah, then you can mine the 5k gold mine out and make a lot of mercenaries and cannons, and that's how you play Russia on this map.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, follow picking British. Fine. Wait, he didn't see it. Okay, he says, I guess I know it. Okay, if he knows it, then let's just go. Let's rob the floor.
Yes.
Okay, he wants to see the map first.
Fine.
Yes.
Okay, we're rolling in.
This is not an actual game, it's just that Faulo wants to take a look
Yeah.
at the map, making sure he actually knows which map this is.
It's the one with XP crates in this thing. So they have been removed actually.
Yeah, they got removed.
XP crates in these things. Okay. I think he sees the map now. You're the only one we're waiting for, come on.
Yeah.
I like how you pick color even though you're a caster.
It's a habit.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see loloekie versus faulo on the map Mendocino. Loloekie is playing French in the color green on the bottom side of the map, and faulo is playing British in red on the top side of the map. It is a wood start, so we will see French going for a TP most likely, and British going for 2 manor houses, because that's better than building a market in the house.
You don't think Brit can
Yeah,
go for a
we'll
TP
see how it
himself,
goes.
or?
Brit could go for, yeah, actually Brit could go for a TP themselves. You could just chop 35 extra wood and build a TP.
Who was the
I
person
said
that went
as-
for Stagecoach? It was Faulo, right?
Yeah, faulo was the guy who played in France,
Okay.
and he went for Stagecoach last game, but I don't think that he will do it this
No, but I was thinking like maybe if it was loloekie that went for Stagecoach, maybe as a Brit player you're thinking like, okay, maybe he'll try to go for Stagecoach again, and that makes the early TP even more desirable than it would usually be, even though you're British. But yeah, he's the
Yeah,
person that
right,
went for the
actually.
Stagecoach himself, so never mind, I guess.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right, but still, even if you don't know that the guy made the TP in the game before, could be good to build a TP, Especially if you raise them, can you send the Virginia Company after 3 villagers with a trading post in age 1. But no, so we see the boring 2-house start from follow. He doesn't want to go Virginia Company, which is very bad. That's the best build you can do with British, in my opinion. Okay, we see the French player going for ATP as expected. He's chopping some wood with
Hunts seem fine, right?
what?
The hunts and the mines seem fine, right?
Yeah, they seem fine. Both players have. And the third one a bit far away. They both have 2 mines in their base. And which is 100% balanced, and the mine in the middle that will be contested. We will see who in this game will send a 20% gold card in H2 and mine out this mine to make mercenaries.
I don't think either player will. We do see that Folo is trying to go for this 60 wood treasure here. We'll have to see if loloekie decides to randomly walk over here, but it doesn't seem like he will because he is busy himself taking 90 food.
Yeah, he's taking 90 food, which is of course a very good treasure for France in the early game because you can age up with 13 vills instead of 14. We see the British player picking up 60 wood, which wait, how much is it? It is 270 wood for 2 house, so he has 30 left. Yeah, we could say I can see it in the UI actually, not used to that. So he can chop 45 more wood and build an extra house, which is what he should do in my opinion. He's aging up with 16 vills, it seems. Maybe he will queue 1 more, but usually you want 17 with British when you build 2 houses. That's how.
Oh, he did ship Virginia Company.
Yes, he did ship Virginia Company. And now he can build an extra house without chopping any wood.
I'm sure Azam would be very proud here.
Yeah, pretty sure Azam will be very proud, but I don't think he's watching though.
He's probably sleeping.
Yeah, he's probably sleeping right now actually. We see that Follow is not herding in his second hunt and his third hunt, which is not very good because, as we can see, many of his villagers are idle already. But I guess he's aging up already, it's okay. He is not building that extra house because he has the wood for it already.
Yeah,
maybe he wants to build a TP in transition. Everything is possible.
Brit actually doesn't have a single villager on food besides the one he's using to herd here.
Well, he's aging up, so it's fine. And he's chopping wood for Virginia Company, so he needs a lot of wood for that.
Yeah, but if you don't go Virginia Company, you generally have a couple vills left on food, don't you?
Well, like he has 1, that's enough. Decks
okay.
for both players are like the most standard you can ever see.
This might be because I'm used to playing Japan, but usually in transition I just put a couple guys on food, but I guess maybe as European civs you don't do that.
As European civ you don't do that, you only need to gather 100 food in transition so that you can queue the villager that will start trading right after you finish aging up, that's it.
Ah, okay.
Get used to playing Euro civs, you Japan lamer. He's herding his hunts, which is good. He is building these houses for line of sight, which is how a good British player should do that.
And France actually got a second native scout at some point, and I really like what he's doing with these, although I think this one isn't in stealth. Yeah, no, never mind, it is.
No, they're both in stealth. The British player is going for 80 food, we see. Black Bear's pretty weak, so he can beat this one easily, not a big problem. The French player has aged up. We'll see what he's going to build. Follow aged up with 500 food actually.
Oh,
we
yeah.
might see just full good speed from Follow. Virginia Company 500 food age up and building longbow pike. That's what good speed does with British every game he's played, so Follow might just do the same. He's a new player, and you know, new players usually read guides, and the only good guide for Age of Empires 3 that is available currently is the Good Speeds guide, so he probably took notes from there. Okay, we see 4 wills first and a stable for the French player.
Yeah, and
which means he's
Faulo
probably
actually
going to
only has
replace
Gangsa as his current market upgrades.
Yeah, and he has 0 coin to get his hunting dogs.
So yeah, I do think we'll indeed see some sort of bow pike nonsense because, well, actually, I mean, he doesn't even have a barracks yet. Yeah, there's
He's
the barracks.
building the barracks. If you go Virginia Company, you build the barracks from 700 wood usually.
Okay, we do have a batch of 5 Hussar for loloekie here. But yeah, like, I can't imagine this being anything but bow pike. He has literally 0 coin.
Yeah, pretty sure. He can just sell 100 food and get a food upgrade. That's what I would do myself actually, because it's very long to transition bills.
Yeah, and he did ship 5 fills now, so no 600 wood. But yeah, hunting dogs would still be pretty nice, I think. I'm not sure why he's opting to not get it.
Yeah, there are 3 pikes in queue, and he's not sending 600 wood to make a second rack, so we might actually even see a semi-FF there. Because he has built only 1 rack so far. He's not making any aggressive units, he's only making some defensive pikes against this raid there. Next shipment might be 700 gold and age up, but he's not gathering any gold, so not sure what he's doing there.
Are some of the villagers going to go down here? Probably not, because the pikes are on the heels of
yeah,
these Hussar.
we're also blocking 1 Hussar. 1 Hussar goes away.
That's a pretty big loss, actually.
Well, yeah. It was unfortunate for the French player.
And yeah, there we go, 700 coin. Wait, no, never mind, that's for the France. Yeah, France is definitely going Fortress.
The French player is not going for the TP boom, which is quite strange on this map, and against this kind of play, I think TP boom is a good option. He has 2 native scouts. He could just scout the British player. He could scout the 400 food age up so that it's not an aggressive tower. He could scout many manors that are built with Virginia Company and go for TP boom himself.
Yeah, and it seems that both players will go to Fortress here. Of course, Brit does not have access to the fast age up, so he will be significantly behind in Fortress timing.
Yes, and because of that, the French player will most likely abuse this advantage and either play really aggressive with a early 8 skirm or into Falk, or he will just abuse this advantage and send 1k wood first while the British player is still aging up, so we'll see how it goes.
I don't think he was able to scout the 700 coin shipment though, so he might not be completely sure that Faulo is going to Fortress himself. But if you see this small batch of pikemen, this many manors, it is pretty obvious.
See Brit only making pikes against your Huss raids, and usually it means that they're aging up.
Yeah, there is enough other signs.
Simply because if Brit wants to play this matchup in H2, they usually build like a forward base with a tower and pressure you with Mosque Huss and stuff, so... you can just see that Faulo is not doing that.
Yeah, and he did finally get hunting dogs.
Second Rex and the stable, and he's finally getting hunting dogs at 9 minutes with a full eco boom, which is interesting way of playing.
No steel traps yet though.
He is aged up already.
Adding in a stable as well, transition, very nice.
Yeah. Making longbowmen.
He's actually kind of running low on safe trees.
His base actually, the breed player. So he's safe for now. He can still play with his greedy builds with Virginia Company.
5 goons coming as the first fortress card for France, and I think that might be a slight mistake in build order, because you don't need these 5. Well, he actually did train a lot of skirms himself, so he might be trying to poke in a bit here and be worried about some Hussar being added in transition by the Brit player.
Yeah, right. I think it's fine that he sends 5 Dragoons first. It doesn't really matter what you send, it just...
Yeah, I thought he was sending them more to be like defensive, but if he's pushing with them, it's fine.
Yeah. Now loloekie has quite a lot of longbowmen actually. He can counter these skirms with his longbowmen, but his longbowmen are just standing there idle. Now they're going to help.
Yeah, and he is getting that longbow. No veteran pikeman though, sadly. Fish will be disappointed.
Yeah, and give you anxiety too. Yeah, we just see a lot of longbow, and he really needs to add some anti-cap, because if the France player decides to do the cuirassier switch, then he will be in deep trouble, the Brit player that is.
Yeah, he's adding dragoons currently, but he only has 5 villagers on food, so...
Yeah, that's not very much. 10 longbowmen are being shipped now, the longbow mass is growing even bigger. He's not hurting his guns well, they're running away.
And he's still training pikes, actually.
Wow, is he? Oh yeah, he's trading pikes and dragoons.
He's actually running a bit low on herded hunts.
Yeah, he's saving up 200 wood and 200 gold, probably to get wet pikes.
And this actually has run very far off, so his 4th hunt will take some serious herding to get to a safe position.
Yeah, no, there are no berries on this map, so he really needs to either push out into the middle of the map or go to his hunt on the side. But there is a native scout, so loloekie will be able to control that situation there.
And 3 cuirassiers being shipped.
3 cuirassiers being shipped, and 5 more made the famous and never dying 8 cuirassier switch against the longbow mass. But if he gets just a bit more dragoons and pikes, the Brit Predator that is, he can be fine.
Yeah, and loloekie is doing a full cuirassier switch, it seems. Another batch of cuirassiers in the queue. 2 falgs being shipped by Brit here. I'm not sure if he has enough anti-cap, actually, especially because these spikes actually didn't go to veteran. Oh,
yes, these spikes didn't go to veteran, and these wheels will never go to veteran because they're just about to die there. He lost like 8 bells, which you could say this makes his Virginia company boom pretty useless, because that nullifies all the extra bells he gets, which is not how it should go.
Yeah, and France is quite far ahead in eco, actually. Brit is on just placer mines and hunting dogs, whereas France is on amalgamation and steel traps, and just ahead in population.
I think the French player could just send 1k wood in this position and take the TP line, because it just such a big advantage to have TPs. At this point, military shipments won't really do much. But, well, you might see a fight there, and there are trees that provide very good cover.
If those 2 falconets can hide in the trees, it can be very awkward.
Oh man, don't waste your dragoons, please. No, what are you doing, man? This is painful. Don't waste your dragoons. Oh man, so bad.
The longbow do have some natural cover from the trading post here, and the pikes are on the
hiding in the trees, and falcons are just dying for free.
And yeah, now the cuirassiers can just attack and move on to the longbow.
Oh wow, man, this is gonna be a slaughterhouse. Oh well.
Yeah, these are calf combated as well, so...
Wow, and calf combat as well. If you're in this position as the infantry player, you should just drag some units back, the units that are being attacked by cuirassiers, so that you don't take an area damage, so that one unit soaks up all the damage, but unfortunately the Brit player is not doing that.
And he does call GG here. loloekie winning 2-0 over faulo9.
Yeah. faulo9 actually played pretty well for his level, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, loloekie says it as well. I definitely agree. He played quite well. It's just that he was a bit unfortunate that 4th hunt ran so far away after spawning.
Yeah. After all.
And also a bit of a lack of anti-calf on his part.
Well, a bit of a lack of anti-calf are very serious words.
Yes. Especially when you're going up against cuirassiers. If it's just hussars, you can like somewhat salvage it most of the time. But cuirassiers
he didn't even have that few anti-calf. He had like 10 goons and like 15 pikes, which was like okay. It wasn't much, but it was okay. He could just hide his units in the trees, but he didn't hide them in the trees. He just wasted his dragoons by moving forward onto the skirms and enemy's dragoons, which was not good play from him. That's why he's not a major yet. This is why he's only a master sergeant. Okay. fight. What are the next guys playing?
The next series will be Yoris IV versus Winner.
Yeah,
Which will be in
it is
19 minutes, but maybe they are already online, possibly, I don't know.
Yeah, let's see. I'm going out of this game. Let's see. I have the winner on my friend list because I play him time to time, but doesn't. Yeah, he's not online yet.
Okay, I guess in that case we put up the overlay once more.
Yeah.
And we will be taking a short break. And